In this video, I'll be showing you how to run a simulation, or in other words, how to backtest a trading system. You can create your own trading systems in PhoenixAI using the System Builder window. If you haven't already watched the video on how to build the systems, you may want to do that before continuing with this video. To open up the system simulator, click this icon at the top of the screen. The best way to set the controls for the simulator is to work through them systematically from left to right, like you're reading a book. First up is deciding what type of historical data we'll be dealing with. To change it from daily to something else, just left-click on it and the drop-down menu will appear. If you're going to be dealing with some type of intraday data like this, you more than likely don't want to be backtesting the system over all of the data available because it'll take ages for the computer to crunch all the numbers. So, to change that, we can left click on it and it'll give you a few options. Number of days is the easiest. Just type in a number and that's how many days worth of data it will look at, starting from the current day working backwards. The next box is asking you which items you'd like to compare with your system. Buy and hold means that it will show you how much you would have made or lost if you had just bought the stock 200 days ago and held that position. Risk-free return refers to the current interest rates, so you can compare it with how much you would have made if you had just left your money in a savings account or something like that. By default, it's set to 5%, but you can change that to whatever your current savings account interest rate is by clicking in the box. Make default is the option to make the current selections in the top line of controls come up like this automatically every time you open up the simulator. Now we can choose our symbol to run the simulation on. Next, we'll have to choose a system study or a system file. System studies are predefined systems already in the software or systems that have been plugged in through third-party software. Whereas system files are the ones that you've created yourself in the System Builder window, so that's the one we want to make our selection from. As you can see, here is the one we created in the System Builder video, so click on that one and click Open. Lastly, we can choose the simulator where we can define the initial amount we'll be trading with, the transaction fees, whether you'll let the system trade long, short, or long and short, and if you do let the system trade short positions, how much percentage of your funds you'll allow it to use in those short trades. Once you've set those, just click OK. So now we're ready to run the system. So just click on Generate. While the report is being generated, take note of the latest system status. When it's finished, it should tell you the sim has been successful. You'll then be able to use these tabs at the bottom to peruse your results. Simulation will give you a table of when the system got you in and out and how much money was spent and when. Graphs will give you a visual representation of when the system got you in and out. Positions will show you a summary of the positions taken. And over here on the Compare tab, if I type in another code and regenerate the report, you'll be able to compare the results from multiple codes on the same table. And that is a rundown of how to use the system simulator. For more information on how to use any part of PhoenixAI, be sure to check out help.phoenixai.com.au. Thanks for watching.